I feel like nobody is really talking about the Miami Heat going into the season, but as we all know, you can never write this team off. The Heat, they did have a quiet offseason as they entered free agency right up against the NBA's punitive second apron, and to avoid the harsh penalties that come with exceeding that threshold, they could spend very little money beyond veterans' minimum contracts. The Heat, after losing key starters last summer in Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, they lost kel'el this offseason to the Philadelphia 76ers. However, the Heat, they did have a very nice draft, obviously getting their big prize in kel'el, number 15th overall. They were able to retain Haywood Highsmith, Kevin Love, and Thomas Bryant. They extended Bam Adebayo to a 3-year, $156.3 million contract. And as I mentioned, they lost Martin along with DeLon Wright and Jamal Cain. Now, losing Martin made it essential for the Heat to retain Highsmith, and Love provides some depth at the 4 and 5 positions. However, the Heat hope that the rookie kel'el is able to become a part of the rotation sooner rather than later. Of course, if the Heat want to take that jump this season, they're going to need internal growth from guys like Ware, Hamahakis Jr., and even Tyler Hero. And of course, beyond that, Miami needs to stay healthy. But on paper, the Heat, they're going to have a solid squad. Miami, this is going to be a team that you cannot sleep on. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Heat going into the season, guys, and why they can be a potential dark horse in the Eastern Conference once again. If y'all could do me a solid favor, please hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Heat and NBA content just like this. And shout out to today's video sponsor, BetUS. When this entire rotation is healthy, the Heat, they're going to be competitive against everybody in the East. But of course, it comes down to durability of their main pieces. Butler has only played more than 60 games in one of his last 4 seasons. Tyler Hero played a career low 42 games last season and has missed at least 15 games in every season of his NBA career. And Terry Rozier has only logged at least 70 appearances once in the last half decade. So health needs to be on Miami's side. You look at Hamahakis Jr., he thrived with the Miami Heat as a rookie last year, and he's going to be the big factor in all of this. He's the wild card, if you will. If he can continue to rise and show flashes of future superstardom, he's the guy who can make things very interesting for Miami as he can take the next step when it comes to his game. And Hamahakis Jr., he looks like a big piece of this Heat's present and also their future. So I'm looking for Hamahakis Jr. to take his game to the next level in his sophomore season because he was so darn good in his rookie season. Now, guys, before we continue on with this video, I do quickly want to shout out today's video sponsor, BetUS. BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. They are my sportsbook of preference going into this basketball season. You can check them out. They got great odds, and they are currently offering a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. They got great incentives all the time, and I'm looking ahead to the in-season tournament. And when you look at Group B, I like Miami's chances to win that group. They're in a group with the Bucks, Pacers, my Raptors, Pistons. I think Miami can get out of this group and make things interesting in the in-season tournament. So if you want to take Miami to win East Group B, that's some good value right there. Place your bet. BetUS, they got you covered. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. When you look at the Miami Heat, if they truly do want to exceed expectations and secure a top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference, they will need to rely on several key factors throughout the season. We know it all starts and ends with Jimmy Butler playing at a playoff level during the regular season and leading the team with his clutch performances in the postseason. Unfortunately, Butler was injured in Miami's first-round playoff matchup against the Celtics, and if he was healthy, who knows what would have happened. Butler's ability to elevate his game when it matters the most will set the tone, as is always the case. Now, Tyler Hero is going to be another big part of this. He should take a significant leap this season, and hopefully for Miami, he can finally become a legitimate all-star candidate, as Hero's offensive explosion will provide the Heat with a reliable scoring option. He's capable of taking over a game, as we've seen. He can create his own shot, which is valuable, and he does have improved playmaking skills and defense, which will also be critical in Miami's backcourt. So the biggest thing for Hero is health. Can he stay healthy, and can he really take that next step? People forget this dude's only 24 years old. It's crazy because it feels like he's been in the league forever, but Tyler Hero, he's not even entering his prime yet. So can he continue to get better and really blossom this season as a key contributor on this Miami Heat offense? And you look at Bam Adebayo, he's going to be a big piece for Miami. I mean, his growth on both ends of the court is going to be another vital factor. Bam, he has taken his game to a whole other level. Obviously, playing with Team USA, just winning a gold medal, that's going to do wonders for him. And obviously, getting extra reps this summer, that's also going to be a big bonus when it comes to his game. And not only will Bam be a front runner for Defensive Player of the Year, but his offensive game will also take a step forward. And Bam's ability to stretch the floor and create mismatches will just open things up for this offense and provide even more spacing for the other Heat weapons on this team. And then you got to look at the youngsters. The contributions of the young players will also be essential. As I mentioned, Jaime Jaquez Jr., how much better can he get just in his second season? You got Nikola Jovic. He's emerged as a valuable rotation piece. And, both these guys are going to provide significant minutes and be impactful players. And you look at Jaime Jaquez's defense, I mean, his hustle, his scoring ability, that's going to be huge. You got Jovic's versatility, his basketball IQ. And really, these are players that are going to give Miami more flexibility and versatility in the lineup. And then, of course, you got Miami's next promising young player, a player who I did a separate piece on, kel'el Ware. Go check that out if you haven't already. I believe we can see Ware play a crucial role in his first season for Miami, just like what we saw from Derek Lively II with the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, his presence in the paint, rebounding, shot blocking, it already looks great. And he will be a key in setting the tone in the second unit. Ware is going to get ample opportunities. He's going to be playing. And really, as Ware gets comfortable in the NBA, his role is going to be very important for Miami when they go up against bigger front court. So I think Miami has the steal of the draft, the player of the draft. I think when we look back, we're going to say, how the hell did Ware fall to where he did? This is a very solid player, and we saw it in Summer League. We saw glimpses of it. So that's going to make it back-to-back amazing drafts for Miami. So when you look at these pieces, guys, if they can come together nicely, if health can be on this Heat team side, they have a chance. They really do have a chance. And if they get that internal growth, they do have the potential to reach a very high ceiling, even though they didn't make significant moves this summer. And really, they have what it takes to beat any team in the East. When this team is healthy with the talent that I just named, I'm not betting against Miami. This is a team that knows how to get it done. And of course, I haven't even mentioned the biggest thing going for Miami, and that's Coach Eric Spoelstra, arguably the best coach in the NBA right now. So he's going to have these guys ready to go. And really, Miami, I think this can be another one of those situations where, don't be surprised if things come together for the Heat and they end up surprising people and make a deep playoff run, living up to their true potential as a dark horse contender in these. Because that's the thing about Miami. Nobody's ever expecting this team to do big things, compete for a title. They love flying under the radar, and I think it's going to be another one of those situations. While we're talking about the darlings of the East, obviously the Celtics, the Knicks, I just did a video on them, the Bucks, the 76ers, the teams that have made moves, Miami is still a team that nobody wants to see in a playoff series. I think that has been a statement that I've uttered on this channel the last 3-4 years now. I mean, this is a team that you simply do not want to see just because of how dangerous they can be come playoff time. So the Miami Heat, I'm definitely higher on them than a lot more people are, I feel. So I want to do a video on them, guys. Do not sleep on the Miami Heat. Let me know your thoughts on this Heat team. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And once again, shout out to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. That is it for me. It's Lucas signing off. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe.